Alright, so I chose this book because of the thickness. Again, I'm turning it into a stash box, so the thickness was important. I'm going to be using Mod Podge to glue about the first 10 to 15 pages together. Now you can leave those pages loose, that gives it a more book feeling. I think if I do this again, I'll leave the first couple pages loose before I glue the whole book together. Now I've sectioned off the first half that I've glued together. Now I'm going to glue the outside of the book together so that everything stays in place. I'm going to end up putting something heavy on top so that it sticks it in place, and it only has to dry for about 15 minutes. Next, I'm going to be measuring out the portion that I'm going to be cutting out, and to cut the pages out, I'm going to be using an Excato knife. Alright, so it took me quite some time to cut these pages out. As you can see, this project got very messy. But it was kind of satisfying cutting all these out. But I cut it down to about an inch from the bottom. I picked up this purse from the thrift store, and I got it so I could use the leather part of it to line the inside of the stash box. Now this isn't real leather, but it did get the job done. You can also get some fabric from Joann Fabrics, where I was at before. You can line it with velvet or some sort of fake leather from there as well. So to make the inside lining of the box, you do need to use some sort of cardboard. So this is just the outline of what I did. I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to glue the leather on there. In the future, I can give a more detailed description and video of how to do this, but I've done it before, so I'm not really going to get into it. It's a little tedious, but again, you do need some sort of cardboard to put inside of your lining. So to cover the inside of the book, I'm going to use that paper that I got from Joann Fabrics. Again, I'm using my Excato knife to cut it. I can't stress enough, I love this Excato knife. It's very sharp, so you got to be careful. But if you want your cuts precise, it's definitely key to use something like that. Now I did also decide to use that same paper on the outside just because as I was doing the craft, I did mess up the outside of the book a little bit. So I just decided to put that same paper from the inside on the outside, front and back. And I do like the way it came out. Next, I'm going to use these letters that I also got from Joann Fabrics. And I'm going to put my husband's initials on the front because, again, this is a masculine craft. And I'm making this stash box for him. This is something that the kids will probably give him for Father's Day or maybe his birthday coming up. And here's the final project, y'all. I think it came out pretty good. Here's the inside. There's that faux leather and it closes really good. I did have to leave it on the back side and put something heavy on it just to make sure that the top wasn't lifting up. But for the most part, I really like the way it came out. I love the letters on the top. And this here is just a demonstration of how it's a stash box, but it's also functional as decor. So you get the point. I'm gonna throw a couple of things in the box so you can see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, this was part of the Make Him Feel at Home DIY collaboration. So I hope you enjoyed.
Yo.